Here we go! This is you can already tell this game looks like a high-quality title. Look at that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This is gonna be... Oh Jesus.
There's the...
This is a Windows 3.1 game or something, isn't it?
I expect so. This is a... As I said, I can't hate this game because it's got some heart in it, and I refuse to hate it because of the heart, but... Boy, is this game shit.
I have never heard of this.
I
Yeah,
haven't
this is
either,
pre-rendered,
and I'm
yeah.
not surprised by that fact, because this
Yeah.
definitely looks very forgettable.
This is new to me, and it looks like
If you haven't seen it, it's new to you. Thank you,
MSR,
90s NBC.
Metal Solid Rising.
Do you remember that? You remember that, don't you?
This is like sub PowerPoint. This is 4 PowerPoints, I guess would have to be.
Anything goes.
Hey Cal, I got a question.
Do you?
Oh wow, a helicopter. Is it gonna crash into something? Oh.
Are you aware of the game?
Shh, guys, you have to be quiet.
You can turn left, you can step forward, step backwards, move at an angle, or you can just click on.
There you go. The talking head.
So what's the deal with bootleg Pac-Man here?
Don't you touch me.
Yeah. That's you gotta have the audio for this game, or it won't make any sense. But
Who made this?
2 gentlemen, and yeah, they didn't make anything else. You might be
2
surprised.
Japanese guys, you said?
No, this is made in Chicago.
Andromeda. Oh god,
This-
if I can find
this
these guys
game-
and punch them.
This game looks like what would happen if you gave 3 high school students copies of Cinema 4D and Macromedia Director.
Oh yes, it is a thing.
Actually, wait, was Adobe After Effects a thing back in the 90s? Probably not.
Meow.
No, this is very much a director project for people that just had a camera and a green screen tool and, well, too much time on their hands.
Yes, I certainly think that it's like a teacher or someone who's vaguely interested in multimedia put together a game. Most of it is just clicking on shit and they say shit.
Interesting thing about this is that you could easily do this in Flash, like right now, if you knew how to use it, obviously. But still, it's something that's still really easy to make and to produce.
Yes, it's a weird little thing. It's got
So
this
what's with
it's got
the
the
backwards
dances.
dancing
You guys
kid?
want to listen to these awesome dances?
Oh no. Is that guy? This is totally a '90s thing because that guy's wearing like biker pants. and,
He's got biker
fanny
pants
pack.
and a fanny pack. Yeah, it's too awesome for anyone here, you know.
I like how this is pretty obviously it's like traced from some, not traced, yanked from some VHS tape digitizer thing.
Yeah, there's some. And you
I
can
want
get.
this on as a GIF on loop, and I'll just call it
So
the
wait.
90s dot GIF.
You mentioned that this is made in my neck of the world, didn't you? Where's the info on that at?
Authors are 2 real guys, Michael Markowski and Maxwell S. Robertson. Thank you guys, you did a great job. Yeah, well, the creator of this game has some interviews with school kids from Chicago in it, and it's surprisingly interesting. So that's
Yeah,
it's got that
that's
going
actually
for it.
Interesting. This is actually a local thing for me.
Well,
I
at
mean,
least
I don't live actually inside the city. I live in the suburbs, but
And this is his, I like this bit. It tells you about the actual museum itself, and then, warning, walking through the back corridor can be tricky, because, yeah, it makes no fucking sense, and it's fucking impossible to navigate what is essentially a straight line. It's really awkwardly produced. But yeah, it basically is just explaining to you how the game works, and it tells you some credits to some of the other footage they used from the thing. And yeah, you get to click forward, and then there's a skeleton.
Don't go in there. Look what happened to me.
Lots of skeletons.
What is with these games with skeletons? I don't get it.
Because skeletons are awesome.
Don't go in there. Look,
I'm pretty sure that a skeleton was included in like the modeling package for one of the more popular modeling programs at the time as a prefab model or something.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the Utah teapot. Everybody uses it because it's there.
And there's the terrifying clown.
Hello, goodbye.
Yeah. I think that this game must have been aimed at, like, just putting it on school computers or something, as just a vaguely inoffensive thing to just have. Because, you know, it's got that. And it's got this, which is also amazing. It has some really cool, like, 90s.jpg stuff. Alright.
Wasn't there a Sega Genesis game that used a JPEG compression for some image files or something?
Is that the kid from The Shining?
I think you mean The Shining, clearly.
Yeah. Definitely not the copyrighted one.
Hey Cal,
Yep.
there's a game I wonder if you've heard of. If you'd like me to tell you about it.
Yep.
Are you aware of a game called Mode?
I don't have it, so I'm gonna have to go with no.
It's a game that's won a pretty good Let's Play on something awful did, but it's this FMV game based entirely on having conversations with people.
Yeah, that's a thing.
You're a real smarty, aren't you?
And it's this. Most of
Five Nights at Freddy's 0.
most of the things in this make me just yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh. It's killer clowns from not outer space.
I'm not even afraid of clowns, but I kind of hate that.
Yeah.
I just think it looks really tacky and really.
They just
I
kind
mean,
of smacked
There's
gradient
tacky
effects
clown art,
everywhere.
and then there's tacky clown art.
And then there's gradient effects everywhere.
Well, this is not made on a budget. Yeah, you gotta
Are you
click.
trying to spell out baloney? Oh, blocks, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you fucked up the other part of the puzzle, I see.
No, I don't think that's a puzzle. I think it just is a thing. A lot of this stuff is not
Oh,
really.
for a second I thought the teddy bear had a gun. I'm like, geez, this isn't Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, most of this is just. This is kind of the whole thing. You just click paintings and there's stuff in them, and you just vaguely interact
So
with
it's
it.
like an interactive, like museum, interactive sort of whatever.
Yeah,
you
I was
call
gonna
it.
I was gonna pair it with Alice in Interactive Museum specifically because this is quite literally an interactive museum. But this is a lot less competent, I guess. It's got some weird stuff like this train. You get to have a train and
Train coming my way.
you can change where it goes when you click the arrows, and it will go along the track in different directions for some reason. So it's just kind of, yeah, it's like an experiment in Macromedia or Director or whatever they made this one in. I didn't check. I think it's Macromedia Director. And
Hey, you kids! That's not the way to go in there!
it's just kind of goofy with stuff that happens.
Was that guy quoting that Fensler Films G.I. Joe thing about, hey kids, stop all the downloading? Because that's what it sounded like.
I'm a computer. Help computer.
Hey kids, stop all the downloading.
You get to watch some nice grainy footage of someone trying to start an engine. And then, I don't know what filter this is, but I'm pretty sure they removed it at some point because no one in their right mind would want this effect. And then you have
Maybe you're
No,
supposed to be
that's-
playing this with hot
that's
dog
trying
stand.
to-
Maybe that's your first problem there, is that this is meant to be played with hot dog stand.
They're trying to play that movie with the wrong palette.
I don't
Remember
know if
back
they're trying to
when
play that
things
movie
needed
with the wrong
palettes?
palette, because the rest of the movies are fine. So, and then it's got this great dissolve effect. I love that. That's a very good effect. Circa. Yeah. Let's goof around, because, well, why wouldn't you goof around? Yeah.
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 It is time to goof off.
What is going on here?
And then,
He is having a lag session.
and then the greatest scene that you will ever see begins.
Make a digitized footage. Check this shit out.
There we go.
What the crap?
It is all
The only
worth
way
it.
this could be better is if those were not snowmobiles but Zambonis.
The logical journey of the Zambonis.
I love the music playing here. It's so relaxing. Yeah. This
No,
is.
you know what? I'm pretty sure I saw a Flash-based website that acted just like this in, like, the early part of 2001.
Yep. I wouldn't be
Because
surprised.
I, for some reason, made it a habit of just going on random parts of the web that had Flash on them in that era. In
That makes
retrospect,
sense.
this was a terrible idea.
And yeah, you know, like, that's one of the better FMV clips I found in this game, because I've gone through part of this game. I haven't gone through all of it because some of it's really boring. Which wouldn't be surprising, because clearly there are some disastrously dull segments, like there's a puzzle generator. And some other stuff that's just not worth clicking.
Someone once said to me, Mike, you think the world revolves around you. In this infinitesimal cosmic womb too, I am the eyepiece missing.
Oh, I sure hope none of this music is copyrighted.
Ideals for CD-ROMs we decided to pass on.
I think that this guy's singing and telling his comedy routine. I mean, the music's not horrible in this. Like, it's not good, but it's not horrible. This is the interesting bit. This is well, I'll click the intro.
I spent a year of my life tutoring 6th graders at Gray Elementary School in Chicago. It was quite a rewarding experience. Most of the children were a joy to work with. Some of them could really challenge you. With a sense of humor, and by treating them as equals, I managed to survive. The Chicago public school system is generally regarded as one of the worst in the country. There was one Mac LC2 computer for 37 students in this classroom. Do you think that's going to prepare them for the next century? There's obviously a lack of resources and a lack of funding in the Chicago public school system. You can throw around all the numbers that you want, but to me these children are real people whose futures I actually care about. Click interviews if you want to meet some of them.
And then you actually do get,
Hey, who are you?
I'm a girl. My name is Evelina.
Are you really a girl?
Yes,
And your name is who?
Evelina.
Evelina? And how long have you been in the U.S.?
3 years.
3 years? And where do you originally come from?
Poland.
Do you like the U.S. better than Poland?
Yes.
What's the difference between the two?
It's like more fun.
More fun?
Yeah.
Where would you prefer to live, America or Poland?
Yeah.
Did they actually ask her if she's actually a
And
girl?
why do you think you are in school?
I think the guy's kind of funny. But, like, none of the kids seem uncomfortable with him, so I'm pretty sure he's just like a joke, because
What are you going to be doing when you're older?
the way she answered the question
Singer, dancer, and I'm gonna be a model.
was kind of shaky, like she wasn't sure, so...
How are you going to become a dancer or a model or a singer? What are you going to have to
I'm
do?
gonna go to school.
Go to a school, performing arts school or something?
Learn
And what bothers you most of what's going on in the world today?
pollution, gangs, and other.
Pollution and gangs? And if you could be anybody else, who would you want to be?
Myself.
You want to be yourself only? That's a good answer. Complete the sentence. I'm Adults don't understand me because
Because like when I do some work like clean my room and I get tired so I go watch TV. So they call me to do more stuff because they think that I'm not tired because I'm young.
they think you're not tired because you're young. You don't think you need time for yourself. No?
Yeah, like they do saying that they do more work, they tired, so they're supposed to like watch TV. I'm supposed to do more work because I'm young.
If you were the teacher, what would you do different?
I do like on lunchtime, everybody can go whatever they want, do whatever they want.
Okay, who are you?
I'm
And that's the end of
my
that
name is
one.
Elisa.
So there's
Are you really a girl?
Yes.
a
name
bunch
too?
of other interviews in here
Okay, who are you?
from all the different
My name
kids.
is Nancy Medina Villanueva.
How long you been going to school here?
3 months, is it?
3 months? You like
Yeah.
the school better?
And yeah, like that was surprisingly interesting. I was like, oh, cool. This is actually it's a really interesting sort of slice of life from Chicago in 1992, 1993, I think. And yeah, the
That's
kid.
alright. Looks like for most of the photography it seems consistent.
And this is why I think
should mention that I'm actually not an... go on.
it's just like, this is one of the reasons I think it's supposed to be aimed at vaguely educational sort of stuff. It's got this like bit where you get to click different parts of this map and it shows you some footage of stuff happening in different countries. You know. It's trying to be something. It's not very successcul, and it's very stupid, but... Well...
Guess it was aimed towards kids or something, maybe?
Like, yeah, it's some sort of kids thing. Like, you know, computers did have an absence of stuff for kids that were, vaguely educational. I definitely think this is sitting in somewhere on edutainment, sort of be yourself, weird, quirky stuff. I'm gonna click the Moon Ants, because they sing a song.
We are the Moon Ants, we do the work. We are the Moon
Those are
Ants,
clearly
we
not
do the
ants, though. They only have 4 legs and their heads are cones, like backwards cones.
They're Moon Ants. Are you questioning Moon Ants?
Yes, I am. These are clearly not ants. These are clearly imposters.
They're Moon Ants.
Well, then they should look like the real deal.
And here is the secret room. I'm glad I accidentally discovered the secret room.
Oh boy.
I am amazing at finding secret rooms. It's just a gift, I think.
Oh, it's out of order.
As if I'm gonna listen to that. Yeah, and then you get to see these things. So, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let the audio play, and we're gonna watch it. Because it's the coming attractions. Oh, well. There's a countdown. I can talk over the countdown because it's just numbers and that doesn't do anything. Da 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 da. Alright, it's gonna start.
Oh, hey, I finally found that game that was on your wish list. It's the Quivering. And it only has 1 Steam review.
Sail or jail.
Can it be both, or neither?
Find Captain Blah's wooden leg. Fast arcade-like action. On our 40 by 30 pixel screen.
Well,
The
it's
actual
beyond production.
size.
Yeah, that's a thing that exists that they...
Oh, my finger.
Mhm.
It's so stupid.
Wow, this is the most pre-rendered thing I've ever seen.
Ah.
1990 question mark.
Yeah,
Or either that or it's 199 AD.
it could be. Yes, the Quivering got put on Steam for some reason, and I have no idea why, and it's clearly like a Spud era FMV game, and it's probably absolutely horrible, so...
I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
Let me go look this up.
it exists.
Anyways, you should play Spud or Animal.
I have both. I'll cover them later. They're too decent to just put in a video full of the Museum of Anything Goes. Because I'm gonna have to chop this video up as it is. And yeah, so this is the back area of the museum that is difficult to navigate.
And it's also full of skeletons.
Yeah, there's a lot of skeletons in this game. It's basically a skeleton game.
Hey, it's a baby skeleton.
Nothing
That's
sadder.
grim.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the parent was dead too, so the child, by all logic, would be dead too? I don't know.
There's a lot.
No tourists are allowed back.
Yeah, secret door. Where does this lead?
To a sound effect that sounds like it's stolen from L-Zone, curiously enough. Then you get this kind of vaguely terrifying cutout of "We are watching you."
Oh god, I see the clown. And it's written in that stock Mac OS font. Oh god, I just realized there's probably a pun there.
Hands off those.
That font's also called Chicago.
You wanna keep
Yeah, you're not
your
supposed to.
hands
You can't
off
click
those
anything here. This guy just goes crazy if you click him.
You wanna keep your hands.
He's gonna click a bunch of things. Yeah, as you can see, these are just the various videos that you get in the game. So that's the other secret room. Is a guy yells at you for clicking buttons. And there's this guy who is beyond terrifying. I don't even know where to begin.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I don't know who he is. I don't know why he's going to get me, but I will never sleep again.
Oh, it is Balls 3D.
All skeletons, please report back to your stations.
And of
All
course,
skeletons,
more
please
skeletons.
All skeletons.
Because, of course, this game just can't get enough skeletons. And I have no idea how we're supposed to fajangle this game. And I think yeah, this is the... In case you're wondering, we didn't manage to make it to the other side of the museum via the back area, because it is virtually unnavigatable. It's not... They weren't kidding when they said that this area was confusing and made no sense. Oh wait, no, actually we did navigate it, because this is the other end, sorry. There's the, hanging man for some reason. And that's, I guess that's pretty much this game, more or less. There are dozens more paintings and, stuff to click and, watch terrifying FMV footage of things that are completely bizarre out of context, where you just got short loops of Jesus with people shouting.
Pelson. This
bit right here that I kind of feel like this particular shot could have been ripped right out of Begotten, so I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, Pilsen's actually a neighborhood in Chicago.
Yeah. And this is bizarre, ritualistic slaughter of Jesus, I guess. I'm not really familiar.
Yeah. No, I'm not really sure what's going on here either. I'm pretty sure I don't want any part of it, though.
Yeah.
And I am probably never going to Pilsen if I ever make it within city limits again.
And yeah, that was this one. This one's...
I may go to Berlin, though.
The museum was designed as simply a place to explore. No smoking is allowed on the premises.
Forbidden. Banned. Against our morals. Yeah, there's just stuff flying across the screen. I can't figure this one out.
Yeah, it's a CTA train.
Yeah, you can, I think you can drive the train. You press go, and we're off. And we'll cruise. Wonderful.
So far as the local light rail options go, I'm really more familiar with them metro stuff. CTA generally only works within the city and the immediate vicinity. I couldn't tell
Someone
you
play
what
the
line
Thomas
this
the
is,
Tank Engine
but...
theme over this, because this is just classy as hell.
It's got some cool electric noise going on behind it, actually.
Yeah.
Toot toot, here comes the train, motherfucker!
That weird video I found earlier with the Golden Freddy Thomas and all the animatronics.
Yes, that was a great video. That was
Yeah.
that's true. That's a classic for the era.
Scroll alert.
I like how they told Balloon Boy to get wrecked.
And there's the morphing scene here, which is... I don't even know where to start.
Why did that person's face turn into a hallway? How does that even make sense?
This is like Darkseid.
Well, I mean, he could just turn into an abstract circle as well. And the abstract circle can become an abstract landscape. And that landscape can become that.
You hardly see morphs like this done anymore, just probably because it's so tacky.
It is incredibly tacky. And also just vaguely unnerving. Like this, dead letters! Lost memories. So...
Are they letters from the dead or letters that died?
I feel it's garbage made up by the guy that made the game. But, cause like, there's something from John Lennon, Warner Brothers Pictures, Mr. and Mrs. Sherman.
I think it's being directed to these people rather than coming from.
Yes, that's probably true. It is an odd little thing, that particular thing there. It's also really hard to navigate this game. It does that horrible thing where it doesn't move in concrete sections, it moves in half sections. If you're familiar with this style of game, where they sort of unnecessarily make you click multiple times to move to the next area, which is really annoying. And there's this bit, which is, to those of you not yet born, but of the future. And then you can have bizarre text that's just written on things. I am primitive, living in an age of post-religious, pre-immortal, earthbound anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't really that child-friendly anymore, I don't think.
It's just...
This is strange. Like, was this maybe like a church or something?
I don't know. I don't think so. It is a, it is odd. Then your screen gets broken by a ball that falls at you. We'll go through one more painting, if I can stop it from, going bananas for a second here. We'll just go through this one.
Nah. You're clicking around like your head's cut off. Cock-a-doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, don't fry me in the morning. Chicken or the egg, chicken or the egg, chicken.
Yeah. If you thought you would be able to work out this game, you can't.
Is this really even a game at this point?
Do you really want to get into that argument, Bob?
Well, good point.
This is certainly from a period of time where this sort of stuff was considered a game, I guess.
I think it is technically a game if you judge it on the criteria that there is a goal of some kind.
This one doesn't
That's
have
to
a goal,
explore
though,
the
really.
museum.
This
It
one,
does kind of. Your purpose is to explore the museum. I mean, that's a goal.
I mean, the game we looked at, Alice and Interactive Museum, actually has an end state. This game technically has an end state, but it's not a particularly exciting one.
I'm not sure an end state is necessarily required, because wouldn't that disqualify stuff like Tetris?
Tetris technically does have a victory screen. It just goes on indefinitely. Because you've got...
Yeah, you could put the Game Boy port of Kicks in the same...
Because, I mean, if it doesn't have a score, and it doesn't have an end state, that's when you start to push more towards odd, experimental, interactive pieces, rather than a game. I guess it depends on what the criteria of a game is. But we'll open this door, and we'll go to the sunset of the game. So beautiful. Such as it is in life. On to more adventures. Made with Macromedia, a museum of anything goes. Published by Wayazata Technology, who I've never heard of. End of 3 or 4 frame loop of an ocean. And about 2 seconds of birds chirping.
Yeah. Funny thing is, on a dodgy CRT, that would probably look alright.
Yeah,
The dithering, anyway.
Yeah, the dithering is definitely more suited to a CRT screen. Which I'm not complaining about the dithering. This certainly is an odd thing. There's virtually no information about this title on the internet. It simply more or less does not exist.
Yeah, a weird little freeware thing, so to speak.
From what I believe, I don't think it's listed on Moby Games. It may not be. God damn you, screaming man! It's not really listed anywhere. It's a handful of sites listed as existing, but there's not much else about it. I don't know who it was sold to. I don't know how often or how long. I have no idea what a real copy of the game looks like. So yeah. That is Museum of Anything Goes, and that is a very peculiar piece of game history. Certainly one that didn't influence anything at all, because it physically couldn't have, because I don't think anyone played it.
Yeah.
I do feel kind of bad, because I do think that there is a tiny bit of, there is a little bit of heart in it. There definitely is some passion without necessarily the skill to make it something great.
I actually really like these weird random museum games for some reason, because I just enjoy clicking on things and seeing the unique things that happen.
Well, that is why I don't hate this game, and also why I do really enjoy Alice Interactive Museum. Because yeah, there is this there is just an element of completely relaxed exploration, or some sort of non-linear exploration where you just walk around and just click things, and if something happens, then that's great. And maybe something cool will happen, and you'll be like, that was fun. Something that I didn't expect to happen, happened. So that's good. I mean, this one, not so great. Other than the fact that it's pretty amusing with all the absolute random garbage that shows up in the the skeletons and stuff that just walk across the screen in the most bizarre fashion. Unfortunately, there's a map here. You can actually teleport to the different rooms, I think, which is nice. So you don't even have to walk around. yeah, so, I mean, some of the game screens aren't particularly interesting. But, you know, I reckon you could have stuck a kid, you could have stuck a kid with this game, and they would have been, you know...
occupied for a while.
Yeah. Maybe not necessarily thrilled by the experience, but certainly, you know, there have been worse things that have been made. So, and it does actually, this is kind of a puzzle generator, which is kind of nice. You get to pick, there's a few different patterns to choose from, and you just click the pattern, and it will generate you a puzzle. And it's got several different pictures to choose from, which, you know, again, it's a thing. We'll go with the ducks. And yeah, it's got like...
I wonder if you could import your own picture into this, like if you could replace one of the existing pictures with one of your own.
Maybe? Let's crack open the CD and check. But it may be baked into the Macromedia file,
right.
Would be my assumption.
The executable, whatever this is, yeah.
Yes. Also, I don't know how to quit this game. It's one of those games where I actually have no freaking idea how to quit. Escape doesn't work. Q doesn't work. The F keys don't function. Nothing that I press...
Alt F4?
Let's try Alt F4.
Smack
That's a
Alt
good
F4
point.
and hope for the best.
Wow, even Alt F4 didn't work. What do you know? Nothing can quit this game.
Maybe Alt Q or Control Q.
Alright, Alt Q. No, Alt Q, Control Q. Control Q did it. There you go. Thank you, Weasel.
Okay.
This game...
That might be a holdover from the Mac source of Director, because in a lot of those the instant bailout is Command Q.